Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Ultimate Laundry Review Part 3. There are just too many low-waste laundry detergents out there. I thought Part 1 was going to be enough. I did Part 1 probably 2 years ago. I did Part 2 coming up on a year ago, so it seems like an annual occurrence. I'm trying new laundry detergents, more come out on the market. I learn about more that I've never heard of before, and so I'm really excited to share these with you, share my thoughts on them, so don't forget to check out parts 1 and 2 if you want more options. But these are the ones we're going to be reviewing in today's video. First up, we have Eco Roots. They are a laundry strip. We're also going to be talking about Cleancult, which is a liquid. This is the first liquid zero waste laundry detergent that I've tried, as well as Dirty Labs, yet another liquid laundry detergent. And thank you to all of these brands for gifting me these products. Brands gifting me products for these types of videos, really beneficial for everyone involved. I don't have to drop hundreds of dollars, maybe not hundreds, $800, and you guys get the benefit of seeing all of these brands compete head to head and hear my final thoughts. And so we're going to be looking at the initial unboxing, first thoughts, what it's like using them, how they work, how they smell, and then we're going to come back at the end to talk about my final thoughts on each of these products, pros and cons, and then I think at the end we're also going to be talking about which one is my ultimate favorite out of all 15 options or so. And if you have any more suggestions on laundry detergents, please leave them down below because I want to keep this series going. There's so many brands out there. And then coming soon, I do have which is the best zero waste deodorant. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I talk about all sorts of things zero waste, focusing on free, easy, and fun ways to live low waste and practical ways to be an activist, and occasionally brand reviews. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to stay tuned for my final thoughts. We got the first unboxing from Cleancult. I'm very excited. I first saw Cleancult on my friend Kristen's channel, so I'll leave her review linked down below for you to check out as well. So we're gonna do an unboxing and initial thoughts with all of these brands. Okay, so I love, they have the steps right here on the box, and then everything is package free or plastic free. This is one of their laundry refills. What scent is this? Juniper Sandalwood. I love juniper. I'm very excited for that. Ooh, kawaii. And then we have two of their smaller detergents. Here's the size difference. And then this one, these are fragrance free. So this is great. If you are sensitive to fragrances, they have a fragrance free option for you. It is a high efficiency 64 loads. Oh, you only need half of an ounce for high efficiency machines. And so you can also pour these. They make like a glass refill bottle if you want something a little cuter. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna pour it straight out of here because it's easier and it has a cap. Now for these smaller ones though, I am gonna have to find a container to use. I'll probably just upcycle a glass jar that I already have. So I think that's great too, is if you already have something lying around, you already have like a liquid detergent bottle that's empty, you can go ahead and use that. You don't necessarily have to buy their glass one if you don't want to. This is Tetra Pak, which is becoming more and more widely accepted for recycling, which is great. It's not the best material, honestly. Like, as great as it is that it is paperboard, it's still lined with plastic, and I think personally that a plastic bottle is more easily recyclable. Anyway, I think this is a great option for liquid detergent. There's also no dyes, it is plant-based, there is no petroleum-based in here, cruelty-free and vegan. This is great. So yeah, I'm just really excited to try this. I'll see you on Monday. But when I tell you I was taking that stuff off the clothesline and I could smell it, it smelled so good. But again, not like overly powerful. I'm very sensitive to smells and like I didn't get a headache or anything like that. It just was a nice, pleasant smell, not too much, but my clothes still didn't smell neutral, which is totally fine. If you want fragrance free, then go for fragrance free. But if you're looking for your clothes to specifically smell like laundry detergent, then I was able to smell it off of Cleancult. Yeah, all my clothing looked great. It looked clean, and my favorite part is there's no residue. I've had that issue with a lot of zero waste, low waste laundry pods and laundry sheets. They do leave a residue sometimes, not always, not all the brands. Go check out parts 1 and 2 if you want to hear more thoughts on that. Hello friends, the second one has arrived. This one is from Dirty Labs, also gifted. They reached out to me though, and I was like, man, Dirty Labs, good timing. I'm quite confident this one is also a liquid detergent. They come in aluminum, yes, aluminum cap and bottle. Safe for babies, pets, and everyone. It's all plastic free. Oh, it's concentrated, which is great. It's biodegradable. And look how small the packaging is. I'm really impressed. I'm not upset, like I understand why it's there, but definitely misleading. It says right here on the box, plastic free. Yeah, it says it right there, plastic free packaging. What's this? Plastic. That is the cutest thing ever though. It's the little measuring cup. But that's also my biggest con so far because each bottle comes with one. I don't know for sure, but I think it would be really cool if in the future they could offer you buy just the aluminum bottle and you don't need to buy this over and over and over again, because if you do, then this is just getting wasted every time when you really only need one of these and all you need next is your refills. 8 milliliters for a standard or medium load, 12 for a large, and 16 for an extra large or extremely soiled. That is considerably less product than Cleancult as well. Cleancult was half of an ounce. Where's my phone? How much is half of an ounce in milliliters?
0.5 fluid ounces is 14.79 milliliters.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they're not kidding when they say this is hyper concentrated, because one small load of Cleancult, somewhere between their large and extra large load. So that's crazy. Each bottle is 32 hyper concentrated loads, which means that you could probably get 64 or even more uses out of each bottle. I love that it's aluminum. That was a big complaint I had with Cleancult, and we'll probably talk about that more at the end, is that while their refill is great, Tetra Pak is still not widely accepted for recycling, but aluminum is widely accepted, I'm pretty sure, everywhere because it is a very valuable material when recycled. Okay, is this unscented? Yeah, it's unscented. I'm like, why does it have no smell? Oh, that's nice. Magnolia, bergamot, cedar. These are definitely some of my favorite scents in this part 3. I also really love the scent of Kind Laundry that we touched on in part 2, but Dirty Labs and Cleancult both love their scents. So let's try Dirty Labs. Standard or medium load? I think we'll call this a standard load. We'll try 8 milliliters. Whoa, okay, we're doing 12 milliliters. That came out really fast. I don't really know how to keep this cap clean. I guess I'll just store it upright. So that is definitely a perk to like mainstream laundry detergents that come in the plastic bottles. Their caps have like a ring around it. So when you flip, and then the bottle has holes. So when you flip it upside down, the laundry detergent from those caps goes back into the bottles. I don't really know what to do with this measuring cup cap because it still has laundry detergent in it. I'll see you afterward to see how well it works. I can actually already smell it, and I'm a little congested. Let's chat about this one while I put the laundry away. So first off, yes, the smell is still very much on here even after it's dry. If you were to label scents as masculine or feminine, I would definitely put this on the more masculine end of the spectrum. So if you don't like overly floral, overly fruity smells for your laundry, this one's a great one. I also really like standard like clean laundry smell. It was also very easy to use. Other than the messy cap, that's really my only critique so far. I love that the aluminum is fully recyclable. You can get a lot of loads per bottle. It shipped very compact. I have nothing bad to say about this one, so I really enjoyed it. I got my next package. This one is from Eco Roots. I'm very excited. This is a brand I've loved for a long time, but I've never tried their laundry detergent. They are essentially like a zero waste store. They sell everything, face wash, shampoo bars. Anyway, I'm very excited that they wanted to work with me on this video. So thank you, Eco Roots, for gifting me this. Wool dryer balls, I already have some, so I'll probably just be putting this in my giveaway pile. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for giveaways. I don't really do them on YouTube, and I do giveaways on Patreon as well if you want to join us over there. We have 2 sheets. We have Fresh Breeze, we have Fragrance Free. Small loads, you use a half a strip. A heavy load, you use 2 strips. I'm going to probably also be adding this to the giveaway pile as well. Ooh, they smell really nice. So here we go. This is the full load. This is a small load. They were telling me, they're like, talk about our storage because it's so great. Also, 1% for the planet. Love that. A lot of laundry detergents sheets come in envelopes, which are fine, but they don't really sit upright. So, and then they kind of take a lot of room if you're laying them down flat. These are very small and compact. They completely seal on themselves right there in that little gap, like so. And they're super easy to open. And again, I love laundry sheets. I've talked about this before. They are no mess. Anyway, we are about to go camping, so we're gonna have some fresh, smelly clothes to do laundry with when we get back, and we're gonna be testing these out to see how well they get the stink out of our sweaty hiking clothes. Okay, I found a sock that I wore hiking. It smells really good. 10 out of 10 on the sniff test. Okay, we're back. Final thoughts. First off, I love this because you really don't have to use very much product. Like they say, it is hyper concentrated, so this bottle will last a long time. Perk as well, this is aluminum, meaning once I'm done, I completely rinse it out. This is fully recyclable and potentially endlessly recyclable. I think this is also great having the cap. I could take this to my local refill store and get liquid laundry detergent in here as a refill. That's a great option too if you have access to that. I would say my biggest con with this though is that this is brand new aluminum. If they were to use recycled aluminum, I would give them a 10 out of 10. Right now, they're like, I'm gonna give them an 8.5 out of 10 because brand new aluminum is pretty harmful to create. Even though it is recyclable at the end of its life, we do have to look at the beginning of the life of the product, but otherwise, absolutely love their scents. The other con for me is their little measuring cup. I think it's great, don't get me wrong, because as we'll talk about later with Cleancult, they don't have a measuring cup, so it's hard to use. But their measuring cup, it just kind of sits on your counter with some extra detergent in there because you can't really get it all out. You don't want to store it upside down on top of here because then it'll drip the detergent down the bottle. So I think they could work on the design a little bit, but overall, absolutely love it. It worked really great on my clothes. All of these I did test on like stinky hiking clothes and workout clothes, and I noticed no residual smell. So if you're looking for a really strong laundry detergent, highly recommend this one. I guess the only other downside too is this is only 32 loads, which isn't that much. I don't know the cost off the top of my head, so I will throw the cost breakdown up here, how much it costs overall and how much it costs per load, so that way you guys can get a good view for each brand. Moving on to Cleancult. Let's see. I guess something else, maybe I'll take them down to an 8. With both of these, liquid detergents are very heavy, meaning they require more emissions to ship. They also take up a lot more room. Like if you're looking at these, like maybe even 3 of these boxes equals one of these size-wise, meaning you can fit more of these concentrated sheets on like a truck or in a box for shipping than you can these. So, and then another big issue I have with Cleancult, and like, don't get me wrong, I still love this product, is that it comes in Tetra Pak, which is this plastic paper combo. If it was pure paper, the detergent would leak right out. So it has to be plastic lined. And while Tetra Pak recycling is becoming much more accessible, I do have access to it here in Las Vegas. I didn't have access to it when I lived in Japan, or like my mom doesn't have it in Ohio, for example. That's the problem. Not everyone has access to Tetra Pak recycling, meaning this is likely to end up in the landfill for most people, especially if you don't wash it out and you send it to the landfill dirty. I mean, if you send it to recycling dirty. Again, a big con for me is if you buy just this, there's no measuring cup. You have to buy like their special glass bottle to refill, which is fine. It looks very nice. It's infinitely recyclable. It's infinitely reusable as well. And then their glass reusable bottle does come with a measuring cup. But that being said, I don't have their glass refillable bottle. I don't have a plastic bottle at home that I can use. So it's really hard to measure this out. I just kind of eyeball it, which probably isn't the best. I might be using too much. So here's the cost breakout for Cleancult. Overall, again, I love their scents too. What am I going to give this? I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10. It's heavy. Tetra Pak is not widely acceptable. It's still made out of plastic, but overall, like, the ingredients are great for the environment. It smells great. It works great. It worked really well on my clothes. Please ignore Mochi. I don't have time. I have to film this video today. Last up is Eco Roots. I have tried many a laundry sheet like so. They are all very similar in that one sheet is like a full load, a half sheet is a half load. But some things that I really like about Eco Roots that stand out among other brands is their design. Is a box that you open, you pull one out, it's resealable. A lot of the ones that come in the paper envelopes are not resealable, and they're very difficult to store. Not that they're difficult to store, because they do take up very little room. This sits flat. It's easy to open, take one out, and close. But additionally, again, this is 64 loads and this is 64 loads. And like, look at Just look at the size difference. This is so much lighter. It requires 0 water to ship, so you're not paying to ship water. You're not paying for water in general. This takes up a lot less room when you're shipping. This takes a lot less weight to ship, meaning it burns less fuel. This is also hypoallergenic, and EcoRoots is 1% for the planet. I love a third-party certification, and these are also great for travel. That's not something I feel like people talk about a lot of because, I mean, who's bringing laundry detergent when they're traveling? But if you're going on a camping trip, these are great because, again, biodegradable ingredients means it is safe to use. Like, if you have to use it outdoors, I'm not saying you should use it outdoors, but if you have to, if you're like staying in a hostel or you're going on a really long trip, you have a camper, something like that, these are great to use because they are biodegradable. Oh, and they're also packed really light. That was the other point of being travel friendly. They pack really small and really light. Another perk to laundry sheets, like, look how easy it is to measure. I don't have to worry about not having a measuring cup or having a messy measuring cup because it doesn't make a mess. And it's super easy to tell, oh, 1 load, 2 loads. Or you can even use these for full loads. If your loads aren't like smelly, you might as well conserve it. So if you use the half sheets, you're getting 128 loads instead of just 64 loads. So you really get your bang for your buck with EcoRoots. I really have nothing bad to say about EcoRoots, to be honest. I'm afraid to say 10 out of 10 because are they my favorite? I don't know. The grand reveal. Which one so far out of all the brands I've ever tested is my favorite? It's kind of hard to pick a true favorite, to be honest. I'm gonna give it a 3-way tie between Lazy Coconuts, Kind, and EcoRoots. I don't know if anyone else has had problems with True Earth. I could not get True Earth to dissolve to save my life, whether I used cold or hot water. Even if I tore it up into little tiny pieces, I would still find residue on my darker clothes. Really frustrating. Same issue with drops. Just really didn't like it. If you're used to liquid detergent, these are great. But again, like, look how messy that is. It's leaking all over the place. If you don't want to switch from a liquid detergent, these are so much better than commercial laundry detergents like Tide and Gain, like significantly better. So if you want to go for liquid, I highly recommend either of these. Probably this one over this one because this is recyclable at the end of its life for sure. You have to check your area if they accept Tetra Pak. I tried Soap Nuts way in the beginning, which was fine, but I know there's some like ethical concerns with Soap Nuts. What else did I try early on? I have no idea. Those would be my top 3 favorites. They all are very similar packaging. They all smell similar. They all work similar. They all use very similar because they are all a similar product, and that they are all laundry sheets. They all dissolve really well. They all smell really good. They all have a non-scented version, so I highly recommend either of those 3 brands. If you want to shop any of the brands, they will all be linked in the description. Some of them are affiliates, which means that you get to buy a product that you love and you get to help support me. You get to support a small business. It's overall a great thing, affiliate links. So if you support those, thank you very much. And again, if you have any other laundry brands you want me to try, leave them down below. If there's any like overall products you want me to try, again, I like to do like 3 to 6 at a time. Again, I'm doing deodorant next, but if there's any other products in general that you want me to try, that you want me to compare several brands against each other, let me know down below. If you made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, especially if you learned anything valuable. And if you're new here, again, don't forget to hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate having you part of this community. And if you want to join us on Patreon, we'd love to have you over there as well. We do giveaways, monthly chats, and behind the scenes videos. And yeah, again, thank you for your time. It really means a lot to me that you're still here supporting my content. And until next time, remember that your small actions have a big impact in the long run. Bye guys. I first saw them on my friend Kristen's channel. Sorry, I got something in my eye.